There's an important history behind the events that led up to October 7th that many may not know. Gaza was in dire straits in 2018. There was no occupation. After all, Israel left the Gazans to their own sovereignty in 2005. The terrorist faction of Hamas arose to power 2006-2007 and continues to be elected for 18 years and counting. But let's go back to 2018. The economy in Gaza was horrible, unemployment was through the roof, and those in charge were busy focused on their tired narrative of being the resistance. That year, Hamas begged Israel to allow thousands of Gazans to work in Israeli cities and agricultural areas in exchange for the promise it would moderate. We now know why. Israeli officials agreed to these permits, allowing Gazan laborers to earn higher salaries and remaining hopeful that they were preserving the calm and that this move would minimize terror attacks and encourage diplomacy. Obviously, this was a fantasy. By 2022, nearly 18,000 Gazans were crossing the border to work in Israel each day. What was Hamas doing? Going back on its word and building terror tunnels with international funds. It was stealing money earned in Israel from its people and then crying Israeli occupation. It was internally divided, flawed, and engaged in an inner war. Sinwar became all-powerful, planning what became the bloodiest day in Jewish history since the Holocaust, October 7th. While thousands of Gazan civilians were gathering intel on southern kibbutzim, Hamas was carrying out tactical drills less than a mile from the border with Israel. They practiced hostage-taking, raids, and breaching Israel's defenses. Don't tell me they're not all involved. We extended an olive branch and they murdered us for it. And people still have the audacity to cast Israel as the villain?